Everyone, and welcome to the Stage 7 betting preview of Tour de France 2022. Well, what an exciting Stage 6 we had. All came down to a finish amongst the general classification group in the end, and Tadej Pogacar, well, he was too strong for them and got the victory. And let's just have a look at that, how it all finished. Michael Matthews chasing him home and Gaudu finishing in third. But a very interesting stage. First of all, Wout van Aert getting into the break must have surprised a lot of people. And at one stage, he actually shortened to favourite. It looked like he might hang on. But the chasing peloton always seemed to have his measure. And in the end, he threw in the towel with about 10 kilometres to go and gave up his yellow jersey. It was left to Pogacar then to show yet another sign of how strong he is, winning the stage. And although he never put time into his rivals, he did get 10 bonus seconds. And it was just the message that he sent out. It must be so intimidating racing against these guys. I was saying on Twitter, over the years, the Tour de France organisers have tried to sometimes make it harder for the dominant rider to just absolutely obliterate the race. If you think back to Miguel Indurain, such a strong time trialist, you could put a lot of climbs in there and put him under pressure. You could put various riders under pressure by dropping down the number of time trials. But Pogacar, he can just do absolutely anything. Gee, what an incredible rider, an absolute freak. Let's have a look at the the rankings amongst the jerseys then at the moment. We've got the yellow jersey. We've got Pogacar sitting there. He is 4 seconds ahead of Paulus. Vingard 31 seconds back in third place. As far as the green jersey goes, unfortunately, this one's also looking very much race over in this early stage. We've got Wout van Aert 61 points ahead of Jakobsen, and it's difficult to see, barring anything going wrong with Van Aert, what can go wrong there. Quick look at the climber one. Court Nelson still ahead there, 11 points, but of course, very early days. This jersey may well change hands tomorrow as we've got a cat climb. In fact, I think it will change hands tomorrow. There's no ways that Nelson's going to win the stage, that's for sure. Right, let's go on and have a look at the updated classification betting. We got Pogacar. He's 1-4 now to win. Gee whiz, I mean, you can't argue with the price. But at the same time, it's a 3-week tour. I just can't be taking 1-4, 3-1 Vingard. Vlasov, who was very unlucky today, caught up in a crash, lost some time. He's 14-1, and Geraint Thomas there 20-1. Rogic, I think, is trading at 25s. And the green jersey points classification, Wout van Aert, a strong favourite there, 2-15, with Jakobsen at 9-1. Pogacar, he's actually shortened to 3-1 in the mountains jersey. I'd be looking to oppose him in this, though, because I think at the end of the day, he's going to get into a comfortable lead in this tour, and I don't see his team chasing down too many stages. I think they'll ride defensively once he's in control of the tour, and that may see a lot of breakaways stick, so quite possibly it doesn't get the mountains jersey. Team classification, Ineos, I did fancy at the start of it at 5-2, have now shortened into 11-10 favourites. Jumbo-Visma 7-2, and Bora Hansgrohe 4-1. Right, let's get into the stage 7, and this should be a really interesting stage. It's quite an easy start. You'll see the sprint finish there coming after 101 kilometers, and then we've got 2 Cat 3 climbs, and finally this absolute brute of a climb, 7 kilometers at 8.7%. I'll see if I can get a profile for us here. Let's have a look, mountain passes and hills. For some reason that one's not on, and neither is that one. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here it's very small, but you could see the black and red areas there, just how steep those climbs on. Some gravel area at the top of the climb as well. So really, really tough one. We should have a breakaway getaway. I think it's going to be quite a battle to get into the break. I mean, we're at the stage of the tour now where a number of players are out of contention. And I think people realize that if a break gets away, it's got every chance of going to the line. And why is that? Well, at the end of the day, who's going to chase it down? Jumbo-Visma? I wouldn't chase if I was them. You're just taking Pogacar effectively to 10 bonus seconds. He is just too strong on that final climb. Ineos probably have the same view. As for the UAE team themselves, do they want to chase this down for their captain to win the stage? They'd probably like him to win the stage, but I don't think they're going to want to break their backs on this one. There's lots of hard work ahead, and they probably wouldn't be that disappointed to lose the yellow jersey. In fact, I'm going to talk about that when I talk about the bets. Let's go into my bets now, though, on the stage. So my prediction for this stage, by the way, is that I think the break is going to stay away. I think we're going to get a fairly strong break going. I think we may well see a change in hands in the yellow jersey. When it does come to the classification, guys racing up against each other, yeah, very surprised if anyone can put time into Pogacar, and more than likely he's going to put more time into them. But let's have a look at the stage betting then. And I'm going to stick with Sunbet here because I've got some fancies, and sorry, my connection is just a bit slow at the moment. But here we go. We got Pogacar. There's 7-1. I know there is some 2-1 available at World Sports Betting, so you'd rather take him there. You got the money back for second there as well. But Vingard, 8-1 at World Sports, is 10-1 at Sunbet. Michael Woods has shortened a little bit. In fact, it's quite interesting when the betting comes out to see how quickly some of the riders shorten. And a couple of my fancies that I'm taking actually have shortened already, but they're quite long shots. So let's go and find them. In fact, let me just bring the banner up first because it might take me a while to find them. We got half a unit on Balko Mollema at 28-1. Let's see if he's still the same price. Since I wrote it, yes, 28-1. The veteran, he can get into breaks. He's a master of getting into breaks. Whether he's strong enough to finish it on the final climb, I'm not sure, but he's certainly a man who has proven that he can win Tour de France stages in the past. Next in line, I'm going for another veteran. A guy's been around for a long time. I'm actually not too certain of what sort of form he's in. I always enjoy him. Attacking rider, 80-1, Warren Barguil, the Frenchman, taking him there at 80s. Half a unit on each of these. And then I've got a couple of guys that have shortened the betting. Jeffrey Bouchard opened 125-1. He's gone 100. And the same thing for Gil Martin. Where is he? He was 100-1. Don't tell me I've missed him. He might have shortened a bit further. He was 100-1 when I typed this up. Let me just search for him here. Late at night. I must have... I'm tired. I must have missed him there. There's Martinez. And no, he's still 100-1. Okay, so those prices are right. But my big bet for the day, and this is standard value, and this is shortened even as I was preparing to do this preview, is that right down here in the race specials. And we got rider to be awarded the yellow jersey after the stage. And let me bring the banner up there. Pogacar is 1-10 favorite. He opened 1-14 in this market, and you could get that he wouldn't wear the yellow jersey at 11-2. That has come in very quickly to 19-4. I think this is going to come in quite a bit more. Why? Because I think there's a very strong chance that Pogacar gives up the yellow jersey tomorrow. And that's why I'm going to be taking a 3-unit bet, which for me, cycling terms, is quite a big bet. I'm taking 3 units, Pogacar in yellow at the end of stage, and then note the words no there. So I'm backing him not to be in yellow at the end of the stage. And I'm taking 19-4 and a bigger bet than normal. That is going to be my main interest for the stage. Thanks very much for watching. Do remember to subscribe. Give us a like if you can. It really does help the channel a lot. And if you're a rugby fan, make sure you catch a replay of Thursday night, the Handicap Rugby Show. It was certainly a good chat, and we chatted a bit of betting strategy at the end. Have a good one, everyone. I'll be back for Saturday stage, either late Friday night or early Saturday morning.